What's going on, everybody? Welcome fucking back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Tyler Egan. I'm a certified personal trainer, and currently I am taking you guys through how the fuck I'm gonna fix my hip shifting issue. If you haven't seen that already, go check out the last video where I showed you exactly what's going on. I'll probably overlay some clips here so you can see it. Really weird shit. I just got back from the gym where I hit a full body workout at a Tilly's Gym Belmar. And right now I'm waiting for my hot water to get done so I can drink some coffee, and then we'll go through it, so stay tuned. Okay, so with my hip shift, it's really interesting. I've seen, sorry, my thing's a little loose. I've seen 3 physical therapists and a chiropractor. The chiropractor was the one who told me that my hips were a bit uneven. So then I started to go see, after that I saw 2 physical therapists. Both did help me, but not to the extent that I wanted. One I stopped going to because of COVID. The other one said that she thought I was okay, and they both helped me tremendously. One of them actually completely shifted my mindset on mobility, stretching, and yoga and stuff like that. She looked at it more as like body maintenance, kind of like what we do with cars and oil changes. And she really changed my whole perspective on the game. So as much as even though I went to them and they didn't help me that much, it was still very beneficial. So right now, because of this hip shift, I have a super tight right lat. My left ankle, actually the bones, I don't know how to do this. Let me put this down for a second. So like picture this is your foot and this is your tibia and this is your talus bone. I think that's what they're both called. They're misaligned right now, so my tibia is sitting a little bit more forward. So I had this bunching sensation in front of my left foot, or left ankle, sorry. Now, I do some banded joint mobilization for that. I do some for my hip, because I also have hip impingement on my right side. I'm a mess. I'm an absolute mess. And this is what happens when you don't maintain the shit going on in your body. People don't realize how bad sitting is for us. So, I'm going to take you guys through. I'm going to show you a couple of the exercises or mobility drills that I do to work on this stuff.
All right, first up, we have a banded ankle joint mobilization. Here, I align the band right below my ankle and push my knee over top of my foot to help realign those bones I was talking to you about earlier. This is an awesome way to do it. I like to flex my hips because I like to work in the position that I struggle in the most, which is a squat where our hips are flexed. Next up, I'm going into a deep goblet squat where I can work on even more of the mobilization in that range of motion. And this time I get to work both sides. So here I'm focusing on my left side. I'll shift over to my right. And of course, I want to make sure I get a good stretch on that calf as well. But my left side is my priority. And when I'm done, when I feel good both my ankles, I like to get my adductors involved. And you'll see here in a minute. So what I do here is I think about pushing my elbows into my knees and my knees back into my elbows. You'll feel your adductors light up. It's a really awesome way to get everything involved to start a good squat day. Next up, a banded hip mobilization. You'll see here, the band is right below my butt. This is because I really want to open up my hip flexors. This is an awesome way to do it. This really kind of helps distract the joint, really get your femur, your thigh bone in a better place in your hip socket. And honestly, our hip flexors get so damaged, and I don't mean that to sound negatively, but a lot of bad things happen when we sit throughout the day. So here you see I stuffed my face with oatmeal, but I'm going into a banded lateral hip mobilization. This is an awesome way to open up the glute medius, the abductors, abductors, and what I'm doing here is I have the band pulling my knee away, pulling my leg away from my body, and I'm pushing my knee towards it. That's really to help open up the hip, really get into that glute medius. My right side gets super stiff. I think it's why my hips shift so badly, is because that muscle's so overactive. So this is a good way to kind of get in there. You want to make sure you keep your foot planted on the ground and you're contracting your glutes while you're pushing your knee in. This is a really awesome hip mobilization drill. Next, I want to try to set my pelvis in the right position. So you'll see here I'm doing some isometric holds, and I felt this in a lot in my hamstring. So I repositioned my feet, brought them closer to my side, and I was able to activate my glutes more. You could tell because I was able to raise my hips. Then I'm doing some single leg glute bridges because I really want to work on the coordination of my glutes. I can tell here I need to get a little bit more depth, but hey, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. There's a really awesome way to get each glute firing individually, something that I do struggle with, which is, again, another reason why I think my hip shift's so bad. And that's a video, guys. I hope you guys took something from this. If you like my mobility routine, if you like some of the things I do, if you have questions, leave a like, leave a comment down below on what you want to know, what you may want to see more. I'm going to be going over some of the stuff I'm doing in my upper extremities in the next few videos. I'm also going to be going over my current workout split, my routine, why I programmed the way I did according to my injuries, because there's a lot going on in my body because of this weird ass issue that I have to address, or it's probably gonna get worse because it is the craziest thing I've ever endured in my life. So make sure you leave a like and a comment down below. There's a lot more to come, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.